well. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousand, some millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousand, some millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run it again with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On second down, here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Out of the gun, Watson. That one caught by Felton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Faking the give. Now Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. To throw on second is Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Jackson will throw again. That is caught at the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are back within a score. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Watson hook it up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Browns.
To throw is Watson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Watson now to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now it's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To the air yet again, Watson. Flushed out right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Here's Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time, second goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on first and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Chubb looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore from a yard out. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Devin Duvernay. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Well, now how about this return? And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. And got his man complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Jackson from the shotgun. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. He's got room at the 30. He's still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. 54 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick-6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick-6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. It's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
From the gun, here's Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns will add to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game. Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side after a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson.
At the 14-yard line.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Prochet. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is caught.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Throwing, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here we go, 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Jackson. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And Watson's going to throw it here. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Chubb. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. The York on now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Browns 40, Ravens 28. King York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
This is 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.